All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we decided to come out here and sight these Magnum Gobble Dot Pro Series sights that I put on my shotgun in. I didn't put you guys through the bird shot part of the test or none of that. I feel like we're fairly good on windage and elevation. We're shooting at about 25 yards to sight that in with some bird shot. So now we're going to get down to the good stuff. We may have to move the sight a little bit too, but we're going to get down to the good stuff, patterning these turkey loads. So one of the loads is going to be that guy right there, the Federal Grand Slam. Never shot this one. Could be great. Next load is going to be the Winchester XX. Haven't shot this one yet either. Could be good. And then we're going to go to the old trusty, the ones that I've used before, killed birds with. Still does a good job, but out of this choke and this gun combination, it was shooting a little right, was really the whole reason we went out and bought the sights for this gun anyway. Longbeard XR. So we're going to shoot whatever pattern's the best, and that's what we're going to hunt with. We're going to shoot all three. Whatever pattern's the best is what we're going to hunt with, and we're going to get to it. Let's see what pattern's the best. Up first is probably going to be Federal Grand Slam. Let's shoot that one first. All right, next show up to bat is going to be the Winchester XX. All right, up next, the tried and true, old trusty, Longbeard XR. All right, this is the Grand Slam. It had the same payload as the XX, but inside this 9-inch circle, it's almost shot dead on without moving the sight any more than I already did. Might have to just bring it down just a little bit. But this guy had 134 pellets inside that 9-inch circle at 20 yards. And on the tape, I'd say 19 or 20 right there just on the tape where I was aiming. So if that's the wattles, that's his head, he's dead. So we're just going to look at the 30-yard Grand Slam pattern next. All right, this is the Grand Slam at 30 yards inside that 9-inch circle. We got 88 pellets. And this looks like a pretty forgiving pattern. I mean, it kind of blew out some, and there's some holes in here to where I don't really... I mean, I would shoot it, definitely. Both of these shells, the XX and the Grand Slam, definitely 20, 30 yards. I really don't try to get past 30 yards on a shot for a turkey, especially if I hunt with a 20 gauge, and I do not use TSS. So for lead loads, this is my first time shooting either one, XX and Grand Slam. So not gonna lie, I'm kind of satisfied with it. If it came down just a little bit and a little bit left, we would definitely be in there. Circle. We had 106 pellets in there. So that's at 20 yards, the Winchester XX. And I was aiming here, and I was aiming at the tape, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in the tape. Well, if we take that pattern and sight it in, which is possible now that we have the Magnum Gobble Dot Pro Series sights, that's honestly really good. And the reason I tested these three is they're all copper-plated lead. So this is the Winchester XX, 106 in a 9-inch circle at 20 yards. Let's look at the 30-yard one. All right, this is also the Winchester XX at 30 yards right here. So we had 70 inside the 9-inch circle. I'm not gonna lie, this is still a pretty good pattern. It's got some holes in it, obviously. I mean, this is a 20 gauge load, but I think this would still kill a bird. So this is an option for sure. And it seemed a little more centered on this shot. I think I did mess with the sight after that first shot. So it's pretty daggone good. So we got 70 inside that 9-inch circle. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right on that little piece of black tape. So right there, that'll kill your bird right there at 30 yards. So still a good load. We're gonna take a look at all of them, and then we're gonna go over the results and Honestly, it's probably going to be pretty tough to pick one of these, but I'll show you the rest of them first. All right, this is the Longbeard XR, 20 yards. Had 162 pellets inside that 9-inch circle. We were aiming here, obviously. She's a little high left. So I'm gonna drop that down just a touch, and to the right just a touch. That's a nasty pattern right there at 20 yards. Like there's no getting away from that if you're a turkey. So let's go ahead and look at the 30 yard for the Longbeard XR. This is the Longbeard XR at 30 yards. Like I said, just a touch left, just a touch high. So bring her down a little bit to the right. And that's one hell of a pattern right there with 149 pellets at 30 yards. Honestly, if this thing got sighted in, could probably sight it in all the way to 40. So we may do that. We may go ahead, stick with the Longbeard XR. I'm not really sure yet because I don't know if I want more forgiveness or if I want this much density. So that's a decision I'll have to make. But pattern-wise, the density, there's no holes in these patterns like there was the Longbeard or the Grand Slam or the Double X. All usable shells, all will kill birds. I just want to use whatever's going to be the most ethical, quick kill. So, all right, we're going to wrap this thing up. All right, looking back over these, we had some holes in the Double X at 30 yards, some holes in the Grand Slam at 30 yards. Now that's just out of this choke. I'm running that True Glow Headbanger choke, which I already knew was deadly with the Longbeard load. So now the question is, do I want forgiveness or do I want density? I mean, I kind of want the density. And yeah, I've put Longbeard up against Remington Nitro out of 3 different chokes before. It wins every time. Not to say that these other 2 loads wouldn't perform well out of a different choke. And I do have other turkey chokes. I just really wanted to run that Headbanger choke this year. And I think we're going to stick with the Headbanger choke and we're going to run the Longbeard XR. We're just going to sight it in because I do have those Magnum Gobble Dot Pro Series sights on my gun now, which I think it was just a little high and a little left on the Longbeard XR. That's a super easy fix. Should make 1 adjustment, maybe 2. And that should be taken care of, honestly. So, all in all, I mean, if I'm looking for density, Longbeard for the win. If I'm looking for forgiveness, I'd have to give it to Grand Slam. So, all 3 really good shells. All 3 will get hunted with by me. I'm gonna run the Grand Slam and the XR through the Primos Tightwad, and we're gonna see how that works. And if that works out pretty good, then maybe that'll be the setup for next year. But for this year, definitely gonna run with the Headbanger, and we're gonna run with the Longbeard XR number 5s, 3-inch 20 gauge load. It's a little slower, but I mean it's putting the pellets on target. You can't argue with the data. So maybe the other 2 loads would do really well with a Primos Tightwad choke, or maybe that Carlson replacement flush turkey choke that I have. We just haven't shot them out of that. Wasn't really trying to burn through a bunch of shells. I just wanted to see what did the best out of this Headbanger choke because I haven't got to go turkey with it yet, and I really wanted to. And I figured why not run a total True Glow setup with the sights and the choke. So that's going to be the deal. We're going to get sighted in with the Longbeard XR, and I may go ahead and take a shot at 40 just for you guys and to see what it looks like for myself after it's sighted in really well. You never know, man. That thing we could probably do it. I got those sights on there now. There's no bead. There's no maybes to it now. So it could be a win. We'll get back with you guys, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some information from this. And like I said, I'm not throwing salt on Double X. I'm not throwing salt on the Grand Slam. Still really good loads, just not through this particular choke. Might do better through my Primos Tightwad choke or the Carlson's flush turkey choke. But we'll see probably next year because right now I'm just gearing up for this year. And there will be a turkey vest dump video coming soon and a turkey call video coming soon. It'll be 2 different videos. And then there will be some scouting videos coming before season starts. And of course there will be the hunts. So like, subscribe, comment, Let me know what shell you would pick, and we'll see you on the next video.